What's up, y'all? My name is Quincy. I'm a designer, UI, UX, graphics, presentation, marketing, collateral, social media card, editor, video editor at that. And I've been recently let go from my amazing company called Dow Jones, the Wall Street Journal. Some of you have heard of it. And I've been on this unemployment journey for since November. And it's surprising because no offer has come. I had a few interviews, but I've submitted hundreds, if not thousands of applications online to companies all across the globe and nothing, absolutely not, crickets. So I figured let's take this in a different direction. And I want to redesign a company's website, market collateral, social media card, anything I could find of them that has rejected my application. How are we going to do this? Well, we have my email. As I submit applications, I get rejected. So we're going to go through my email, and you're going to see who's rejected me. And we're going to, take their website, anything I could find of them, and redesign it. And it's going to be funny. It's going to be engaging. You're going to see a lot of bad design. You're going to see me talk about different experiences, everything. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. It's going to be a journey. And let's go. Day 2 of 30. Let's go. All right. So here's my email. There is one recent rejection that came in about an hour ago, but I know of one early on in this process, Paperless post. So, staff, principal, product manager, design tooling at Paperless post. I am a principal designer. I've product managed. I've worked in design systems, oversaw design systems, but they said, our team reviewed your application, but after careful consideration, unfortunately, we did not feel there was a match at this time. Ay caramba. So anyway, so there wasn't a match, at Paperless Post. And yeah, they are this great events invitation company. I know I'm butchering their description, but let's pull it up for a sec. Paperless Post.com. So this is paperlesspost.com, and online invitations for all moments that matter. So what holiday is coming up? Valentine's Day. So I say let's give it a try with doing their landing page for Valentine's Day. So at this moment, it looks great. There's not many qualms I have with this page. So some of the things that are going on with them is, there's a lot going on at the top. They have a lot of animation going on here. As we keep scrolling down, you might see other animation, but so you have your hero image here, and then you have these two call outs, these two CTAs. One is very subdued, cards stationery inspired, which are these, and stationery inspired cards, but they also have flyers that you can send, pretty, I guess, right away, essentially. You fill out this information, you got this gift going on, and it gets sent to somebody's inbox, which is fantastic, great, awesome experience. So, but what we're going to work on is just this main portion. So as we scroll down, here's that navigation that I was talking about, the sticky nav with all their filters essentially. And they have more filters on the right-hand side too, which is neat, which is very neat. So one of the things that I see that's going on, filters is in this blue color, but the card stationery expired. It is a CTA, but it's subdued, and their CTAs are pretty much subdued. It's just a gray color, grayish color for their links. Links don't have underlines or anything. But you could, as you roll over it, that either opacity goes up or the color changes, either or. So I believe this is great. This over here, I think we can do something with this area. And I know they're calling out holidays. You can, just choose your holiday, quick, point of entry, but maybe that could be a drop down essentially. And maybe we can get one more card over here too. Because we did purposely go to the Valentine's Day page, right? So we purposely went there for a reason. We didn't purposely go to, Lunar New Year or St. Patrick's Day. We purposely went to Valentine's Day. So there's a purpose. So I believe we can get 4 going across, essentially. So these titles, listen, I love their imagery. Their cards are great. I love the envelopes, especially the inside part of the envelope. That is so super unique. And it's not something I want to take away. That just brings more of the design element, to that specific stationery inspired card. But I believe these H2s, H3s, whatever you want to call them, could be bigger. There's no need for a user to squint, looking at these, especially, who it's coming from, Mr. Boddington Studio. So I believe these are the authors of these cards, Kate Spade, New York, Rifle Paper Company. And if I did not have good eyesight at all, I wouldn't be able to read them. So as far as accessibility is concerned, that is something that we always have to think about as far for accessibility, making sure it is accessible, because a lot of companies get dinged because things aren't accessible. You cannot read them, with their screen reader, or the keys on the keyboard, aren't necessarily programmed correctly, whatever might have you. So also this heart image, the heart image, it's nice. It's a beautiful element. You click it, you're favoriting it. You got to log in, of course, but you're favoriting, that card. But again, subdued. Would you really notice it as you scroll down the page? The answer to me is no, absolutely not. You wouldn't notice it if you scroll down the page. So you keep scrolling down, and you have this great, pardon me. You have this great, banner. I love it. I love this banner. It just, the L's come out, little cupcakes, if you want to call them. I'm not sure what they are. Little croissant donuts. The plate, awesome. Absolutely awesome. So great experience. We're just going to enhance it. So that's all. Keep scrolling down, and it's a continuous scroll, to however many cards they have. And then you have here, text message invites are here. I think this experience could be better too, right? Maybe you have a phone, because I'm not too sure exactly what I'm looking at. Totally. Maybe you have a phone there, and the messages just come up, essentially. Well, I click that. So, two, no. Pardon me. All right, let's go back. So here we go. And you have your disclaimer. I'm not too sure what this disclaimer is. It says Valentine's Day party idea is what design should I do for my Valentine's Day invitation? What should I include? So there's a lot of information down here. I don't know who's reading it because it's so dang small. How small is this thing? One rim. That's small. That's small. All right. And then you have your footer. Footer, not touching. I like it. It's clean. There's a lot of different links in it, but that's fine. Because they have categorized them. Help, company, learn. Perfect. Connect. Perfect. Absolutely great. I'm not sure you need these icons anymore, but whatever. All right, so that's their site. Let's take it to Figma. So I already grabbed a few of their images as far as logos are concerned, but let's get a reference. So let's grab these two. Let's see. Grab this one. I think we have an image of their footer. Yep, here we go. All right, so zoom out of here. Let's combine these like Voltron. I don't know if you guys remember what Voltron is. If not, it's okay. And this is just our reference, that's all. For this one, I know because they have a sticky nav at the bottom. It has all their filters, which is great. I like it. I'm digging it. All right. So we have our reference image for Valentine's Day. Exciting. So let's create a frame. We're gonna go 1512. We'll take it to 3000. And I know the paperless post is probably bigger, right? Bigger. So, but this is just our reference essentially. All right, so let's bring in some elements. Let me just get some libraries going on in here. Come on. Kits, add, just adding material design and iOS kit. All right, so we need logos. Actually, have them. Bring them in. All right, so we got our logos going, paperless post, paperless pro. So this navigation, much like here, we still want it to remain at the top, and we just want to reduce the space that's in here. That's all we want to do. So let's get our grid going on. Layout grid. No, we are going columns. We're going to go 12, margins 30, color. We're changing that color. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, perfect. To that. All right, so let's get these aligned there. All right, let's turn those off for now. Spacing's pretty good. So let's create a button, and I already created one button, essentially. So that button is here, which is navigation button. So let's just name this button 2. So we got our navigation button. Let's paste it in. Good. Let's paste another instance. Oops. All right, another instance. Let's auto layout it. So now they are together. Now we want to create more. How many we have going on? Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Huh. 8 going on. Let's see something. Just looking at some references, essentially. All right, 15, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so Valentine's Day, wedding, adult birthday. Wedding, adult birthday. Kids birthday. Baby parties, greeting cards and flyer. Greeting cards and flyer. All right, so now we got part of our main navigation going on up here. Good. Oh yeah. So what I want is I want to put login, sign up, and search up there also. So we'll go login, sign up, and then search. So login, sign up. I think they spacing login, sign up. From what I remember. And flyer, that's going to be the search button. So we don't need that for now. But let's grab a magnifying glass. And I already have one here. So let's put that in. Magnifying glass. So, but I want a separator, right? I want a separator. So let's put in a separator also. So that's the separator. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So this is our navigation. Grid should be lining up with the grid. Perfect. 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 Let's go. All right. So we want our navigation to look a little different as far as sign up, login, sign up, and search. So we're gonna combine these for a moment because we want there to be a background on these, and we're gonna make this background gray, essentially. I like gray, just so you know that there's something else going on. We wanna space the right out. I want more room on that right hand side. So there you go. That's spaced out a little bit. I'm just gonna move things over just some. Give a little more breathing space, breathing room. Where's my grid? That lines up. Good, good, good. All right. So now we have our navigation, login, sign up, in search. Click, that search. What's going to happen? It's going to open it up. It's going to open up that search. That field, that search field, you'll be able to type in, then click enter, then booyah, you're there, right? You're there. So this is pretty much how I'm going to auto layout that. Our top nav, not top, our main navigation with our logos are. But so if we understand, we see that paperless is the one that's selected, and then pro is not. Valentine's Day, oh, that's what I want to do. So for Valentine's Day, I want that to stand out, right? So I want it to stand out. So we're gonna give Valentine's Day a background color, fill color. I want to be pink, 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 pink. Like a light color pink. Just enough to know that it's gonna it's standing out, right? Just enough to know it's standing out. I think that's good. All right, so let's just add this to our tokens. Background button pink. Background button pink. So now that stands out. So now you know where you are essentially on the page. All right, so good. Adult birthday, kid's birthday, parties. So everything fits on top. That is wonderful. So let's see. So what I want also is a separator at the bottom. So let's put a separator in. Separates the content. But I want people to know that you're on Paperless and not Paperless Pro. So we're gonna underline Paperless at this present moment, because their website, it's really just where you're at if you hover over, and it changes the navigation too. So I want people to know that you're on Paperless, so we're gonna put a little block here, essentially. So that's how it's gonna be. So now you know you're on Paperless Post and not Paperless Pro. Let's just add those. So this, we're just gonna auto layout it so everything just stays together. Perfect. So now you know you're on Paperless Pro. So let's put some links in. Actually, we're gonna put the breadcrumbs in. So I have some here. So here we go. We're gonna put this in here, right below. So now, home, parties, holidays, Valentine's Day. Let's make sure Inner Sons. I just want to make this the breadcrumbs textiles. I'm gonna put breadcrumbs gray. That gray color. All right, so now we got breadcrumbs. So now look at this. We've saved a lot. We've saved some space already. Actually, let's just, what is that, 24? So let's make that a little tighter. We'll go 16. All right, 16. So this is straight at the top. We're just giving it a little space. Usually what's happening is that Paperless Post is up there, and that's there essentially. So we saved this amount of space already. But we're just gonna bring this back down. All right, so we want our hero image. We want not ginormous, a good size hero image. And what I want, so Valentine's Day, I want to stand out. It doesn't necessarily have to be red. I really just want it to be a very clean background. So we're gonna make it a white background, but I want to utilize some of these cards. I don't know how I did that. It's a screenshot, right? Oh, it's a screenshot of just one. Huh, I don't know how that happened. Oh, I see. Just two screenshots merged. My fault. All right. Anyway, anywho, so we want this top portion to stand out. So Valentine's Day is there. Let's see. Valentine's Day. All right. So Valentine's Day invitations. So we're using the same exact text at the top. Let's give this a different type. Julia Sands. I like this one. Let's make that pretty large. Let's give it probably like 75. 75? No, let's go about 85. 85, right? Let's line space. Let's condense that to about 10. Perfect. 10. So now we have this really nice, elegant font at the top. Now Valentine's Day stands out. We don't necessarily need to make it red. So now you know you're on the Valentine's Day page. Valentine's Day invitations. Oh yeah, there we go. We're getting somewhere. All right. So now let's copy over some text. I want this text to be below there. Ooh, that's a largo. Fonts. I'm gonna go Roboto. I don't necessarily like Roboto for this site. So cut that down. 24. Let's go enter. Enter. We're gonna go light. 24. Yep. No letter spacing. 0. We want it to be a gray color. Let's go 515151. Here we go. Let's go here. Let's add that. Let's go with paragraph gray. Paragraph gray. There we go. This font. Let's add it. Let's create a token. So we're gonna go hero P. So paragraph style. All right. So now we have that. All right. So now we want some images, and I already have a few images that I screenshot. Let's put this in here. So this is one of their cards. I mean, great design. I mean, they have done a tremendous design. You know, tremendous time designing these things. And so Valentine's Day. Let's align this. I want it to be there, but let's bring in our grid. Bring this over. All right, here we go. Good. Let's go. Let's bring in another card. Let's go as large as this. Not too sure. Bring that to the back. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go here. Bring this one. Let's just bring this up there, right? And now we have one that's pretty unique. I love this. It's a card. It's one of their stationary cards, but it's just glasses. Gals party. Let's go. Gals party. Let's go. A Galentine. You know, gals get together for Valentine's Day. You know, they partied up. Whoop, 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 whoop. So, so, but I don't like this Galentine's girls' night together there. So let's make this. Let's give it like 275. 275. Let's bring it down. I wanted 275. Let's go. Let's see. Let's go 225. 225. I love even, well, not even, but very round numbers, essentially. Let's bring this forward. There we go. Now we're bringing that forward. Let's see. Yep. So we're going to bring this invitation over here. Perfect. I'm going to bring this one up. Look at that. Wow, what a difference, right? I mean, now we're bringing some more life to it. And I know this is an animated GIF with the pancakes stacking up, but, you know, to bring some other, you know, cards up there, it's tremendous. You know, this gal's party, I mean, whoever designed this is sick. You're amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, but now we have these three things up here. Let's just go to our grid and make sure everything lines up perfectly. Let's move this over. Yep. So we can actually let's bring this up some. We got some room. All right. So that's 95. Let's make this. So hero H1. All right. Fill colors. This is black. Oops. There's black already. All right. That's so cool. I like it. I like it. Do we want this to be line height? we just want to bring this down. So bring it over into the hero, but let's do it systematically. Let's just put this layout. 10. I'm gonna go 20. Just to bring that over some. All right. That's good. Do we want the text? That's good. Look, so this top is essentially lining up with the top of this card. That's neat. That's very neat. Okay, cool. Let's space this out some. Valentine's Day is just a little too close. Let's go 20, 26. Yeah, 26. No, 25. 25. That's pretty good. More life. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Cool. Very awesome. Very awesome. All right. I just want to stop this video for a sec. All right. So now we have our hero, amazing hero. And this could be, a carousel, it could be multiple heroes, going. Right now, they just have one hero right on that page. And, but it's a very important holiday. You got Valentine's Day coming up, I mean, everyone celebrates Valentine's Day, especially if you're a couple. If you're not a couple, oh my God. I mean, if you're a couple and you don't celebrate Valentine's Day, dude, you will be ixnayed. You will be hung out to dry. You won't be getting some at all. You won't be getting love, nothing. You will be in the doghouse, upset. So you better celebrate Valentine's Day, my man. All right? Or whoever you are. Just celebrate, for your partner. All right. Just naming this. Cool. So now we got that going on. Now for Paperless Post, I mean, they have so many unique things happening and going on. As far as cards are concerned, you have all of these. You have Valentine's Day, Valentine's Party, Valentine's Ball, just, love cards, a mixer, mingle and mix, so there's quite a girls' night, a few things I have going on, and what I would love to do is I would like to create sub brands, for each and every one of these. Wow, doesn't that be cool? Sub brands. Whoever thought of that? A sub brand for invitations, mingle and mix. Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies. So let's get it. Let's do it. So sub brands. So let's think about sub brands, right? Let's think about that. How do we do it? What do we do? So we want to call out sub brands. So let me hide this. So what are some of the sub brands that we're gonna create? And we're creating this. This is not something that they do. So we'll create one that says party. Another one that says, I don't know, gals. Another one that says mingle. Another one that is the ball. The ball. So, you essentially have a party, just a general Valentine's Day party going on. Then you have gals, that Galentine's Day, that everybody gets together. And then you have mingle in the ball. The ball. The ball. You got the ball going on. All right, so let's do that. So now we have this four different brands. And essentially what I'm thinking is you click on each and every one of these brands, those cards would come, essentially, appear down here. So how do we get there? Well, we're going to create them. Let's create them. So I already took the liberty of downloading some icons from the Noun Project. Shout out to the Noun Project and each and every one of you guys that contributes to there. Let's go to our downloads. You don't need to look at my downloads. Nothing crazy. Just all right. So party, friends, events. So now we have these amazing icons going on. And so let's pick them out. Girls, you got the girls here, right? Got the girls. So this will be for gals. Party, of course, right? This is the ball, you know, and this is mingle. So you could kind of already see, what we're doing. You got the ball created by Ma Do. Shout out to Ma Do, the ball. But I just want the ball. So we're gonna take that out, delete you, put that there. So we got the ball. Let's group these together. Oops. Let's group those together. Mingle. Shout out to Osaka Latisheva. Apologize if I butchered your name, but you created this amazing mingle for us, or for me, not for us. I'm the only one here. Booyah, mingle, gals. Shout out to Rank Soul. Man, where are you guys from? Everybody's got this amazing name. Let's delete this. Perfect. And then we have party created by City Zanim. City, appreciate you. Just gonna take this out. Oh yeah. So now we have these going on. So now you kind of see the different brands, what we're trying to create. You got the ball, mingle, disco ball, mingle, gals, yada, yada. So, but these need to look like sub brands, right? These need to look like something that's unique, that's crazy, that's awesome. So I went ahead and took the liberty of really designing these ahead of time. And let me bring them over. So we got the ball. Booyah, that's the ball. That's a nice sub brand right there. Now we have Mingle. For Mingle, come on. Is that not cool or what? That is awesome. I mean, it's everybody mingling. You got black. This is white. You don't see it's white. You got everybody in there. That is so cool. You got gals. Let's see, where's the gals? I'm gonna have to. You're not gonna be able to see it because it's white. But let's change it to black for now. There you go. You got gals. Look at that. Gals. That's cool. Let's delete that. And party. You know it. Don't stop. So party. Yeah, baby. So now you have, these 4 brands, sub brands, essentially, sub brands, right? Sub brands. So now let's just line these up. So now they're perfect spot in the middle. We can lay out these things so now they all appear, pretty much there. Let's bring in our grid. Let's just go across there. We want content to be centered. Look at that. I'm gonna change this one to white, as you're gonna see in a second. I've already just add white. Why didn't that change? White. Perfect. White. And now we're gonna fill this black. Look at that. Man, that stands out. Man, that's awesome. All right. So let's create some text here. We'll just put text on the page. So Valentine's Day themes. So now you have themes going on Valentine's Day. All right, caramba. This is cool. Look at this. Come on, come on, come on. You know, look at the difference. Oh, that is so cool. Now that we have our themes, we can keep moving on throughout the page. Just going through our hero, working out some spacing, making sure everything lines up correctly. We want to make sure everything aligns to the grid, because if not, it's just off. So just adjusting the spacing. But that's so cool how those themes come in. And now we're going to work on our filters. We want our filters almost to look similar, but we want to get that holidays by itself, make it a drop down all by itself. So Valentine's Day should be a drop down all by itself. And that's what we're working on at this present moment. We just made a variant. Here we go. Now that we have our variant going, we want to make sure that it has the arrow, and we're just working through the thought process there, deleting the instance, making a variant. We want Valentine's Day to be on its own, and we want all these featured filters essentially to be a component. So it's just easy to just align them up into place, or to lay out them and just keep duplicating. Great thing about Figma is just duplication is just so easy. Just naming things is so easy. Just makes it, pretty clear and concise. So we're gonna work on that spacing. And there we go. We brought in what it should actually look like. So we made all filters on the left-hand side a yellow color, just to make it stand out a little bit more rather than their current blue. Now we got holidays on your left-hand side, which is a drop down essentially. And now once you click that drop down, all those holidays will appear. So we don't need necessarily to show all the holidays at this particular moment in time, because we realize that we are on Valentine's Day because we're on the Valentine's Day page. So if we want to see more holidays, it's on that drop down essentially. And now we're just making holidays essentially the same link that's on top. So it's really not a link. It's just a reference for that person to know what holiday they're in. So if you click on a holiday on the drop down, that holiday would appear where Valentine's Day button is. So essentially acting like a title for that page. And now we're working on our product card. So some of the things that are happening with our product card is we move that heart to the top right, because right now it's at the bottom, and we made it a little bit more visible with a little darker gray color. And our products, we made just a little smaller as far as imagery is concerned. So to fit 4 across, because that's my goal, is to fit 4 across on the page, as you'll see. And they have such unique products, such distinct colors. It's really tremendous on the imagery on what they've created. So I'm just aligning everything, make sure everything aligns to the grid. Everything is similar in spacing, because that's super important for what we're getting to. And now I'm just replacing some of the imagery, just choosing some of the imagery that I screenshot, essentially, just making sure it all lines up. Well, they all line up because I brought them into Illustrator, actually Photoshop, and just make sure each and every one from the top to the bottom lined up, essentially. So now we have all of our products on this amazing grid. Just keep replacing the imagery. And I want to bring in that banner image that we referenced earlier on, because that banner image is super nice. And there it is. party shop. Pretty awesome, pretty amazing. And, whoever created it is a genius. I love the transparency at the top, essentially. Valentine's Day. So now we're going to bring in our footer, but now realizing that I have left something out. And I'm essentially thinking that I'm done. I'm not done because there is another part that I need to put in, which is that text message invites there. Now, I want to make this text message a little bit more visually appealing so people know what they're looking at before, once they scroll down the page. So I want to create a mock-up, put a phone mock-up down there, and I'm just essentially going to go find a phone mock-up somewhere. I mean, I've downloaded phone mock-ups so many times in the past. I need to really put them in a certain place in a certain library. So now I'm just brought over the copy that's on their website and making sure that H1 is big and inviting and people know what it is. And also I want to make that link, that CTA, just a different experience essentially. Right now their CTA background color is a black color, which is great, which is fine. And we're just going to utilize that color. But I want it just to stand out essentially, making that text on that CTA bigger, because right now the text on their CTAs are pretty small. So just want to make that bigger essentially. Just working out the spacing. There we go. And we're just going to align that to the bottom, auto layout it, make sure everything lines into a grid, lines to the grid. And now I'm going to color block that whole background. So it just differentiates, from down the page. And now I'm looking for that iPhone mock-up, and I'm really going to just land on Vecteezy. Shout out to Vecteezy because you guys have so many free mock-ups to download essentially. So it's going to download that. Then I'm going to bring it into Photoshop because I want to delete the background. I want that background to be transparent. I don't need it to be white. So I want the iPhone really just to lay on top of that gray block of color. So now when someone scrolls down the page, they know what they're looking at, even without reading the copy. And we want it to look just essentially exactly how they have it, with those bubbles and that invite at the top of that bubble. And I'm just separating that mock-up from the rest of the imagery. I'm going to take out that background, selected it, masked it, deleted it, duplicating, taking it out. And I'm going to save this. Yep, that's the way I want it to look. The bubbles. Actually, we're going to cover this bubble up because I want that invite to be at the top. That very brown, goldish invite that they had on their website to be at the top. I want to put the copy in here. I don't want to mess with it in Figma. Just easier just to do it right here as I'm already in Photoshop. So I'm going to put that copy in, make sure it aligns just where it is. I'm essentially reading the copy that's on their website now, just so it matches up. I don't want to create copy. I don't want to create, more content. I mean, I already created, those themes essentially that happen on the top of their page. But as far as, content is concerned, I don't want to bog myself down with creating more content. So I'm just reading what they had up there. I'm going to make this that brownish, goldish color that they had at the top. Put in the invitee's name. So I'm looking back and forth to see what other elements they had within this invite. And I realized that there's a postage stamp, and behind that postage stamp, there's this, curvy imagery, curvy patterns behind it. So when you receive an envelope, the post office stamps it. So essentially that stamp behind that, the actual stamp. And there, I'm just gonna find a stamp somewhere, just easy enough for me just to download it. 10 cents. Wow, that's a long time ago. But we're gonna use that. And now I'm gonna find, those curvy lines. I'm gonna go back to Google, download this, get those curvy lines, mask it out. Now I got those curvy lines. I'm gonna put it right behind there. Beautiful. Think it looks good. Saving this thing. And I'm just gonna pop it right in. There we go. Now you got your phone mock-up right there. I should put a line below it, but we're gonna not do that. And I think it looks pretty good. I think we're pretty much done. Just really centering the content to where, not really centering the content, just spacing it out. But I'm just gonna bring it back to the original frame that I created. But it's pretty much done. It looks good. Thinking about making sure everything lines up, making sure everything's auto layouted, everything's on the grid, adjusting this image down there. I'm not doing this by hand, everything's in auto layout, so it's just easy enough to work with it. Getting this footer aligned, just cropping it. And I didn't do anything with the footer because I like their footer. The footer is pretty awesome. So these filters, making sure the auto layout, actually grouping them with the top portion of that website, and it's a wrap. All right, so we're done. Let's view this thing. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready to see this? I'm ready. Absolutely ready. Here we go. 12 prototype protocol settings device 12